Benson Family Collectibles. Today I'd like to highlight commemorative quarters of the United States, which was also known as the State Quarters Program. This program actually ended over 10 years ago. It ran from 1999 to 2008. The quarters were minted by the U.S. Mint, locations in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Denver, Colorado. 5 quarters per year were issued in the order that the states they represent were admitted to the Union. Let's take a closer look at the album. The album I completed here has a slot for each state, and it represents the state and the year that the coin was minted. Really some beautiful designs replicated on these quarters. They are unique events or monuments that occurred or exist in each state. We can take a look at 2 quarters to be a little more specific. First of all, let's look at Indiana. It has the Indianapolis race car and a little diagram of the state and the slogan Crossroads of America. Indiana was admitted to the Union in 1816, and this quarter was minted in 2002. It's a pretty neat quarter. Next, we'll look at South Dakota. It has Mount Rushmore, the 4 presidents from USA. South Dakota was admitted to the Union in 1889, and this particular quarter was minted in 2006. 2 nice designs on both of these quarters. My next goal is to complete a second folder called the Statehood Quarters Collectors Map, plus the District of Columbia and U.S. territories. That particular program was a 1-year program, and it was completed in 2009, right after the state quarters completed. I love travel and I love maps, so this combines both. I can look at the whole United States of America map and complete each one of these quarters. The quarters were general circulation, so they're not too hard to get a hold of. Let's take a look at the slots they have for the District of Columbia and U.S. territories. Those are a little harder to find, but general issue, you can find these quarters, all of these quarters. I'm not going to take apart my first folder. I'll just have 2 folders, but I'd like to emphasize benefits of collecting these quarters. One of which it sparks interest for travel, because you look at the whole Union and wonder where you've been and where do you want to go. In the comments section, which state would you like to visit that you hadn't been to before? Personally, mine is Maine. I'd like to go to Maine and eat lobster. Have you been, if you're international, have you even been to the United States? Or how many states have you visited? What's your state? Also, more benefits for collecting is organization, to be able to assemble the map, and saving, because this is actual currency. 50 quarters is $12.50. So you're actually practicing saving, and that's great. It can be a fun exercise for bonding between parents and children, or siblings, or friends. It's a neat hobby. I like to take a look at 2 of the quarters from the District of Columbia and U.S. territories. That first quarter is Duke Ellington, representing the District of Columbia, sitting at his piano. This was issued in 2009. That is really a neat quarter of the Duke. This next territory quarter I'd like to highlight is Puerto Rico. Isla del Encanto, Island of Enchantment. This was also issued in 2009. This is such a neat quarter. Beautiful depiction here. Finally, I'd just like to mention that this hobby is a great order or hobby if you want to start collecting. For the seasoned collector, the coins get into grading and errors and they really get kind of pricey. But this particular situation, filling out these folders, a quarter is a quarter, and that's great. In closing, I just want to mention these American quarters, the statehood map, and this folder. This is especially for international collectors. Don't fret. It was made in China. So it's for everybody to complete. Thank you.